Hello, everybody. What's going on? What is good? I'll tell you what's good with me. I'm moving. So I'm doing an awful job at packing. And I mean awful. Like, I need to be all the way packed up and halfway out the door by Sunday the 17th. And then, yeah. Sunday the 17th, and then I'm gonna go chill with my sister, maybe my mom, my other sister up here on the Eastern Shore, and then I am kissing Delmarva goodbye. I'm especially happy to be kissing Baltimore goodbye, and good riddance. Like, I'm not coming back for shit. Yeah, and then I'm going to North Carolina. That's where I'm going to be residing with my aunt. And I'm very excited about it. And I'm making a video, not to just talk about the fact that I'm moving, but just to talk about, like, a recap of Baltimore. And I really hope that this thing isn't picking up a whole bunch of background noise, because it's loud as fuck as usual out here, and I'm so over it. And, initially I was like, I did so much to help my sister this year and really push myself back into the debt that I had paid myself out of. Pendeja. But anyway, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till September at the latest, or like at the earliest, excuse me. I was like November at the latest to go ahead and move to North Carolina. My aunt's like, well, I mean, whatever, but there's things to do here. And I'd like somebody to hang out with, and I think you really aren't a city person, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware I'm not a city person. I'm not ever gonna get used to it. And look, I cleaned off one shelf. Isn't that funny? I'm just seeing it in the background, my bad. But no, my aunt was saying all this stuff about how much fun she wants to have and go to Myrtle Beach and go to Virginia Beach and just do fun stuff in the state. Go to Charlotte, which I've never actually. I went to Charlotte, but I only went to Charlotte to get one of my sisters one time, so I didn't really experience it. All I did was drive, and then drive back, because I had to drive her back to Philly that time. That was not fun, because the bitch can't drive at all. So I literally drove like the 6-7 hours by myself there, and then rested for like an hour, and then 6-7 hours back. It was some bull crap. But anyway, let me get on topic. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait till September. And it's like I cursed myself by saying that. For real. Like, I was so, all of a sudden I started having this anxiety. I couldn't eat. I was not sleeping. And I hate when I get like that, because I will sit up for hours and hours and hours just laying in the bed and browsing bullshit on my phone because I can't sleep. And it doesn't matter how many songs I try to sing or, try to eat something to fill my stomach so that I'll feel sleepy. I do dumb stuff when I can't sleep to try and convince my body that it should be sleeping, and it doesn't work. But more importantly, the anxiety is like a telltale sign of I need to move the fuck on. Like, for real. And so it wasn't just the anxiety from that. It was like everywhere I went, I kept seeing North Carolina. And I'm like, am I really supposed to be going now? Like, okay, I get it, universe. You want me to go to North Carolina. I get it. Like, people kept talking to me and talking about they were going to North Carolina. I kept seeing North Carolina license plates up here. I kept seeing, on like trucks and stuff when they ride by, like everything, every time you turn around, people wearing t-shirts and stuff that said North Carolina Tar Heels. I'm like, really? Really? And then out of nowhere, which is odd as hell, is I saw a truck pull up one day on my lunch break. I happened to look out the window at this particular time, and it said the exact city that my aunt lives in, which is not an industrial city, so I don't understand, or town rather. And it was like right there on the truck, and I was like, oh, really? I was like, yo, let me call my aunt. And then I still told her, okay, I agree that I'm going to come, but I'm still going to come later because I need to pay this stuff. And she's like, well, I'll see what I can do to help you get here sooner. And, all of a sudden I had to, how you get this feeling like, why are you putting your happiness and shit on hold. Like, why? Why are you putting the things that make you whole on hold? And I realized that it's not even just that, like, location of where I went to live at that I put my life on hold, but like everything I put on hold. Like, being in Baltimore, it has been one of the largest sacrifices of my life because I've gotten to know myself and I've been completely and totally isolated here. I literally have no friends here. So one thing that I had to learn, my arm is tired. That's what I had to learn. It's like, nah, that makes a little bit of a shadow. Let's see if I can sit right. But one thing that I had to learn is to be alone. I learned what loneliness is. And I never felt lonely before because I'm an introvert, like a severe introvert, and I kind of don't care about being alone. But for the first time I like living here, it's like you felt it. Like I felt it when I see, for example, like recently, like I went to see Black Panther completely by myself, and it was like, and most of the time I really don't give a fuck what people say or think about me because that's just how I am. It always have been. But everybody was like, you went to the movies by yourself? Like, and I've been taking myself on dates and stuff ever since I've done root chakra work because that's what I feel like I need to do for myself, is treat myself well, treat myself the way I was treating myself before. And, you know, it helps you have better self-esteem. But people were like looking at me like looking at me sideways, like, you don't even have a friend to go with to see Black Panther. Like, it's one thing to not have a man to go see it with, but you don't even have a friend to go see it with. And I was like, no, like, what friend? That's one thing about this city. Like, people do, it's not that I haven't tried to be friendly with people, because I do, and I'm gonna be myself no matter what. And if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. Everything ain't for everybody. And unfortunately, nobody sticks to their word here. Like, they will use you as backup. People like to suck my energy out, use me as backup, or you're not the coolest person, or you know what I mean? Like, they just think I'll invite her, or I'll make these plans, but that's not really my primary plan type thing. They do that a lot here. So September would have made 5 years here, and yeah, 5 years of fucking boredom, and miserableness. And miserableness because part of it is because I was fighting who I am and what I'm meant to do in this world. But now, as I'm wrapping it up, it's like the moment I wrapped it up, the moment I called my aunt and was like, hey, I changed my mind. She's coming up actually the day of my birthday. And she's coming up then, and not only that, I called her back and was like, I'll go on that day. Forget it. Like, don't make a second trip or whatever. I'll go on that day. The moment I did that, all the tension left my body, all the anxiety. All of a sudden, I went to eat the world because I was hungry. And I just immediately felt this release, like this happiness, this joy coming over top of me. Like, my body is overjoyed. And I know I'm talking a lot, but whatever. It's for somebody, I suppose, because we all are reluctant to do what's good for us because we think about what we should do logically. And I've become this more logical person and less of a heart person over the years because I felt like, especially being here in Baltimore, I felt like if I live my life thinking with my heart that, you know, I'm going to get hurt, and for sure I am, it's true, but it doesn't mean that you can't use your heart and logic. And logically speaking, I have enough money to pay off the debt when I leave here. I just didn't want to do it that way. I can leave debt free, point blank. I just, you know, logically wanted to say, no, I'm going to work this hard and then pay this off and then do these things. And when, you know, my mind is literally breaking down. And I kept thinking about the 8 laws, I think it's 8 laws of health. and I can't ever remember all 8 of them. But most importantly, one of them is fresh air. And well, obviously this is the city. The air isn't fresh. And when you grow up, in the country, you figure that out real fast that this ain't it. And loads of water, and I do not drink enough water. And another thing is different for me living close to the water. It's like it's getting in your pores. You look better, your skin looks better, your hair looks better, everything looks better. I feel like my entire complexion has changed here. I do not get enough sunlight. I spend an immense amount of time inside, mostly because of hypersensitivity. Like, not to be getting all emotional and stuff, but like, nah, I can't go out and do stuff. And I'm sick of that. I'm sick of, each place on earth, it kind of has a chakra, it has a vibration to it. And this vibration here is so negative, and people live out that vibration that it's on. And that's just what Baltimore is. That's just the vibration that it's on. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's no transmuting. There's helping people, obviously, if they seek it out. But as a person, I don't like to call myself a light worker, because I don't really believe in being a light worker, because the dark is just as important as the light. So, but as someone who's a healer, I guess I would say, and a sensitive and an empath, is beyond difficult for me. And I don't know, it's almost embarrassing. Like, it's almost like having a handicap. Like, when I go out in public, it's like, you feel vulnerable. You know how, like for example, like if you break your ankle and you gotta wear crutches, and you become aware that you're not walking on your 2 feet and everyone else is, and at any moment if somebody brushes by you the wrong way, you're gonna lose your balance and fall. Right? It feels like that. Like, being an empath feels like at any moment these spirits are gonna jump on and attack me, or the negativity, or it's gonna, magnetize towards it, because opposites attract. I feel like that every day. And the more sensitive I become, the more I smell the spirits, and it makes me want to throw up. And I can't enjoy stuff. I can't go places. I can't enjoy stuff. And I'm so over it. I'm so ready to move on with life. And, this weekend, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't have a permission yet. But one of my subscribers, I was able to help her. And I know that she said that I was helping her. And, she even called me an angel, which is very sweet. But I can't even say how much it helped me to be able to be of service to someone when they're in need. And oftentimes I don't put myself out for services because I lack energy. But ever since I've decided, like, I'm just gonna move, I'm gonna do this, it's like I have an immense amount of energy, and I'm able to offer myself. And so I'm actually retiring from pharmacy life. I've been doing this shit for like 10 years, totally over it. I'm gonna talk to my aunt about it, but I totally don't want to find a job right away. What I really want to do is start a blog, start sharing the message that I have, that I've been sitting on for a few years and not developing and not publicizing. I started the website, I bought the domain. When I release it, I'll let y'all know. But I want to make it an interactive website, as interactive as possible, and to really help people on their healing journeys. I really want to take the time to step by step plan it out and help people walk through it, because her story meant a lot to me. And it's not that she isn't special, but at the same time, it's more common than what people speak about. And I'm just saying trauma in general, and what we do with the trauma as people, and what's acceptable culturally. I'm going to say, like, as Americans, what's that acceptable culturally, as Black people. as acceptable forms of or ways of handling trauma. I guess is how you say it. And I want people to learn a healthier way. I want people to really clear out generational wounds and all of that kind of stuff. And so, you know, Lord willing, everything will work out right, and I will not be completely broke and end up dedicating way too much of my time to some other company and stuff. I want to dedicate my time to myself and to what I came here to this planet to do. Like, nothing made me feel higher than what I felt this weekend doing that work for her. Like, I felt like yes, this is what's going to, you know, heal you, heal me, myself. I'm talking to myself. That's what is gonna change my life, and it really was life changing, because it's just like I always keep having inner doubts about what I can and can't do, and when I got the confirmation email back from her about bam, 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 this is on point, then I was just like, girl, like, yes, like, you can do this. Like, why did you think that you couldn't? And, or why doubt yourself? And I guess, like, I don't have so much training and experience, so I tend to do that, because Virgo moon, we're all perfectionists and stuff. But damn, I feel happy. I feel overwhelmed about moving because I'm lazy a little bit and I don't feel like packing up. And I'm having a hard time because I love every book in my collection, and some of the shit I didn't even get a chance to read yet. Like, I was making dumb excuses about staying so I don't have to move so much, just to, like, buy things. I mean, to not move, I was like, I need to stay a little bit longer and finish reading the books so I can move less books. I'm not kidding. I really said that as an excuse. But nah, I'm ready to move on and move forward and move into my destiny and go ahead and start shit. And be of service. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think I talked enough. Have a good one.